Yo guys, welcome to this new video. In this episode, I'm going to give you guys some live examples of the Asia sweep. These examples will be trades that I've taken in the live markets from the last 3 months. Okay, so this first trade is on Euro USD. As we can see, we're trending bullish. Despite the fact that trend is not that important with the strategy, it is still a good confluence. So in this case, I was looking for a clean swing low in the morning, which was this one. And then obviously my target was the Asia high, and then my entry was based off 3R, so I just drag it here. And as you can see, we also get this fair value gap after the swing low, which makes it even better. So we can see that there's actually bullishness going into the markets, and we can see this as a very good swing low. So yeah, I took it, we tapped in, and we got to take profit. Okay, so this second trade I did not take on my funded accounts. I only took them on challenges since we're quite bullish, trending overall, but I'm taking shorts. The reason why is because most important concept that I trade with this strategy is liquidity. And I'm just looking for liquidity sweeps and target the opposite high or low. So in this case, I saw this unswept Asia high, and obviously also this one. Then I placed my stops above this swing high, which also isn't the best swing high because it doesn't really look like a good structure swing high. However, it does leave this fair value gap behind, which makes it very good. We already tapped it here, and then here I expected a sweep and then push lower again, which happened. So yeah, not the best trade, but it's still a valid one. Okay, so this is an example of a front run. So like I said in the previous videos, is that I place my orders at 8:30 and then I just go about my day. Price almost came to my entry and then I just went to TP. So the reason behind this trade is quite simple. We have this swing low. The reason why I take this low and not this low, because we can see that this low has a much better reaction, creating these fair value gaps and a lot more bullishness. And when we look at this low, it's not showing that much bullishness, so I rather take this low. I obviously take profits, the Asia high, and yeah, that's it, just unfortunate. Okay, so another clean example of the Asia sweep. In this case, we almost invalidated the idea, but we just did not sweep this high. So if we had this sweep high, then I would not have taken this, but we didn't, so I still took it. My stops were below this swing low. And just like always, why the swing low? Because it shows a lot of bullishness, leaving fair value gaps behind. And this, I don't really like the structure of this low. This structure is a lot more clean. And then we got tapped in, and then we hit TP quite fast. Okay, so here another example of a front run. I'm just gonna talk about the trade idea. We have this clean swing low, and I'm looking for all this liquidity to get swept and then just push higher, which happened, but like always, we have to stick to our rules, aim for the 3R. We just didn't get tapped in, then price went straight to TP. Here another example on gold. We were trending quite bearish. I saw this high, took it as my stop loss, and target the Asia low, just tapped in, not the best reaction in the beginning, and then eventually hit TP. Okay, so another example on GBP JPY. We had this swing low, fair value gap for the entry, which makes it even better. And target is the opposite Asia high. We get tapped in and we get to our take profit, very clean trade. We sweep all this liquidity and then go to the upside. Okay, so this is another example on gold, trending bullish. We see this clean swing low. You can see the reaction, very clean. Then we see all this liquidity being swept, target Asia high, and we get a clean 3R. This is another example on GU. We can see this sweep of the highs, which was actually news, this candle. I placed my stops above this high and targeted this low. I did not take this trade on my funded accounts because I don't really like this high. I don't really see it as a high probability swing high. because of this news manipulation. So I took it on my I still took it on my challenge accounts, but not on my funded accounts. And eventually it hit TP in the next morning. Okay, so another example on GU. Here we had this swing high, which was not the cleanest, but I still took it. I don't think I took it on my funded accounts because of the fact that I did not really like this swing high. And yeah, just -1, which is okay. And we also can see this front run stops above this high, TP Asia low, and then we just swept the Asia high, but not enough to fill us in, which is okay, and then went to TP, so unfortunate. Another close example on EU. I did not get filled on all my accounts during this trade, I remember that. So again, we have this swing low, which is a clean one. See a lot of fair value gaps leaving behind. And we just target the opposite high, stops below the low, entry at 3R. And yeah, took TP. Trend was bullish, so pretty good trade. Okay, here we have an example of a break-even trade. My stops were below the swing low, which was a clean swing low. We swept some lows and had a good reaction out of it. We didn't get filled on all the accounts, but once we hit 2R here, I placed my stops at break even, and I removed my orders on the other accounts that did not get filled. And this was news, so we just hit a break even during news. This was another stop loss that I took on EU. Trend was bearish. We had this clean swing high. Target the opposite Asia. We got tagged in, but just hit our stop loss immediately. And this is the last trade that I took, which was last week. Clean swing low, stops below it, Asia high, got tagged in. Good reaction, but no follow through. So I just closed the trade in the evening of Friday, so which was like a 0.5 R or something. Okay, so that's it for the live trades. I hope this makes it a bit more clear. If you have any other questions, just feel free to DM me on Discord.